everyone, it's Rachel here and we are doing Medieval Mirage Monday. I have the two journals here, 1, 2 that we made last time. I'm absolutely loving them. I hope these are the ones because I made some other ones after that, and then I hope I didn't confuse them, but I think it's these two. And inside I just put this, I can't remember what it's called. You buy them in packs on Amazon. It begins with P. They're just wrapping papers, and then I put 1700s page on the inside there because they're in my hoardy papers. I like to put them in journals. So they're the two journals. Now I pulled out a selection of papers. Let's just put these, I'll open a drawer and rest those on. I have my Medieval Mirage papers. Then we have a straw paper in my regular straw paper. And I have some blue, and then I have some of the sand colour because I thought they'd be nice. Lots of old book pages, all different sizes that are, the double pages that are still attached. I have some vintage plain papers as well. And then I also have some of my damaged papers. I thought I might glue something on there to iron that out and they can go in. I pulled out, this one's quite fragile. Maybe I'll glue something on there and that can go in a pocket. I'll put that one aside. That's more fragile. These are quite strong pages. Isn't that beautiful? 1876, all damaged. That one's more fragile, so I'll put that aside. This one's thicker. So I'm just going to put something, even though you can write on that, I'm going to put like a piece of paper not too thick there, and that will iron it out a bit. I could actually iron it. And then I've got some of my damaged ones, these ones here, and they can go in. And my other thing I wanted to maybe put in, if I had some, was possibly a lovely book page, one, with images, but I don't seem to have any right here, but maybe I'll find one of those afterwards. So what I need to do first is fold my pages. Now let me grab my books. I think if I fold my pages in half, look how, these spines, they're even standing up a bit because even though they're soft, I'm pretty sure if I fold them in half, they're going to be good to go with these books. Yes, they're a good size, these books. So I'll put those now over there, now that I've pulled down the papers. And I'm going to start folding my Jarf papers. And as I fold them, I think I'll divide them. I probably want 15 for each one. So I'm going to make 2 piles. I'm going to put that one aside because I think there's a similar one to that. So that's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. I can count. 10. It's amazing just how many go in. 11. Oh, now I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think this one's got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, I'm going to switch that back. 12, 11. I need to put one over here. 12, 13. 14. Oh, I'm missing one. 15. So this one has 15. No, that one has 15, and I need to find another page. Oh, I left one here. I thought I had counted them, so there's 15 each. There we go. Actually, I'll switch that. Okay, so they're all my pages. One for each book. Depending on how bulky it gets, I could decide to remove some. But you know what I like to do? I like to slide them in. In the book. Okay, so we've got our digitals in the book. Okay, now I need to, maybe I'll take one down, this one, and I need to start looking at it to decide my other pages. So first of all, which is easy, I might pull out, no, that's not it. Where are they? Oh, they're in here, in the middle. Some book pages. So I have 1, 2, 3. I've got 2 types, and then these ones. They look similar, but they're slightly different size. 3. They're my book pages, and I'll do those for there. 1, 2, 3 for that one. They're bigger. Put those up there. 1, 2, 3, and that goes with that one. Okay, next. You have this paper. Now I need to decide. I think what I will do with it is this is how I measure. I'm going to take off the yucky bit. Actually, I'm not going to take it all off. And get rid of that, because that can be a fold up pocket. And then fold it in. You want to come in a bit because you don't want your pages sticking out like that. So where's my cutter? Need to keep that handy now. Just going to fold that in. And take that off. That's the fragile damage bit. And then I'll just put my fabric scissors over there so I don't, the ones that still cut fabric, and grab these ones. And I'm not going to hinge this one until I have it in the journal, because sometimes I like to decide. I might even make that a little pocket. That's definitely going to be a pocket. But none of that needs to happen until afterwards. I've got one of those. I was going to have one of these. I'm just going to decide. So I could do it this way. Again, I'm going to hinge it afterwards. I'm going to attach a page afterwards. Unless I should do one. No, maybe I'll attach a straw paper to this one. Okay, so I need to take this off. Just cut a little triangle so that way it when you fold it, it doesn't, see, I'm going to use that in collaging. When you fold it, it doesn't crash. Now, I like the yellowness of that edge, that lots of people do all their inking to get that. Well, I might as well fold it that way so we can see it. So that's going to be a pocket. That's going to attach. So let's get a piece. I'll get the more gold color of straw paper, and we're going to glue that on there. I'm not going to make it a pocket. It's already an old piece of paper that doesn't really need to become a pocket. Just glue it onto the straw paper. And this is when we start to get our built-in pockets, which are very handy to have. Instant pockets. Right, so I find the easiest way is just to line this up kind of with the crease and then fold it over and flatten it out. And look how it flattens. I mean, it flattens nicely. And I couldn't get all that lovely old loveliness even if I tried. I know that there are people that are experts at doing that, but I am not one of them. And then this I'm going to fold up this way. And it's going to be, or will I do a side tuck? I think I might take that off and do a side tuck because we want to have variety. So let me line this up. That can go on the back of a tag or something. Put that over there in my scrap box. Love the torn look, and that is going to, let's see, that's going to go there, and it's going to be a side tuck, and that is a pocket up that way. Okay, cool. And as I said, I'm going to glue something there to flatten that out. So we've got one of those. We can have this. So I always like to share my process of choosing my pages, what to put in, because I know people struggle with that. I don't always put necessarily the same thing every single time. Now I'm going to tear this off. Oh, I could maybe cut it. It might fit. Oh yes, it does. Go in my to-do box. And I'm going to just fold it in, and then I'll decide afterwards if I want to keep that or get rid of it. I might keep one and take one off, because remember we're dealing with bulk as well. So I could probably have two of those. Oh no, we've got lots of other papers to choose from. So there's this beautiful, I love this. I've only ever seen this kind of grid here. I don't know about other countries, but I've never seen it in Australia. It might exist in Australia, I don't know. So I'm going to cut that off. Oh, it's very wide, this one actually. So I may need to tear it off. Nice little collage piece there. And again, I'm going to fold it in, and then I can decide afterwards keep or not keep. Okay, that's that one. And then I have some of this lovely straw paper. It's very slightly too big, so let's just fold it like so. Trim a tiny bit off the bottom. And I might fold that in further, and that can become a side tuck because this is quite strong straw paper. It could become a side tuck, or I could attach something to it. We'll do a blue. Very bad tearing there. Is that enough? Maybe take a bit more off. And I think I'll take that bit off. Take that bit off. And so I've got some of those left over for the other book. I don't think I have enough stuff here. Let's see. What about a piece of this? Oh, it is separate. So that one, I'll fold it the hinge that way. Very strong paper, which is good. Get rid of this. Okay, that's going to be my pocket, and that needs to attach to something. And again, I think I'll attach that to some of the mustard colour straw paper. Oh, what are you doing? Gluing it onto there, silly. I saw there's a tear there, so I'm just going to turn it over the other way. Grab this, flatten that out. Right, and I think I'll do another side tuck on this one. So let's take this piece off. Okay, so I didn't put any of this one here in. It's just wonderful paper, I just love it. So this one I'm going to, because that's the more crumply end, I'll use that for something else. I'll make it into journal cards or something else. I'm going to get rid of that. Can I tear it? Probably not. I am just in love with this paper. Come on, tear off. Now that, I mean, that can become a little notebook or something. Anyway, I'll put that over there. And then this one will fold like so, and then I can decide afterwards if I want to add something to it. Cool. Okay, so let's see how we're going as far as quantity. I'll prepare the other pages for the other journal off camera. We'll just do one. You don't need to see it twice. So then what I need to do is, I don't know if I've got enough stuff. Oh, I've got those as well. And I didn't get any picture decorated books. I think I have a drawer down here with images. Just a minute. This one. Just bear with me 1 second. Well, this one is always a favourite, and it may be my last ones. So I think I'm going to have a piece of this. I absolutely love this. And I think it's very fitting in with Jarf's kit. So I need to fold it and then trim a bit top and bottom, and then we're good to go. Oh, I'm going to chop their heads off. I can't trim off the top. I have to chop the feet off. Okay, so I'm going to chop. Oh, the beautiful vase is going to be chopped off. Oh, well, that could be a belly. Oh, that could be a belly band. I chopped her head off. Yeah, okay. I could have chopped a bit less, but anyway, it is what it is. Right, so now let's put the book over here, and we need to now divide into 3 signatures. So first I divide these. I do the same process every single time. You know, that's to me similar, so I put that one there. That's reminds me of each other, so I put that one over there and that one over there. Try and make them all different. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we divide these. So first I've got my book pages, and I know I did 3 of the 2 different types. Oh my goodness, that gave me a fright. That one and that one, that one, that one. We may not need all of, oh, perfect, look at that. So I'll follow the same formula for the other one, the other journal as well. And now it's next step. So you could write down the steps if you're new to making journals. Do your covers, select your papers, fold your papers, divide them into 3 groups, or 5 groups if you're doing 5 signatures, if you've got a big spine. And then you need to put them in order, in the order that you want. I now might have too many things, so if I have too many things, I'll take out 1 book page. So I've got my book here, and I want to see, what do I want to start with? I think I'll start with a digital, or quite like that one. See, I sort of look, do I like that? I also like that. Maybe that one. No, that one. I'm going to start with that one. I'm just going to make the executive decision and start with that. And then I just start alternating digitals and other pages. And you can stagger, the digitals are smaller, so you can stagger those. Got my book page. I might have this because those are similar in colour. I also, looking at the colours, that one. So these are extra pages that we're putting in. I like to finish with a digital, so that means that I don't need that. So if I've got 5 digital pages, then I've got 4 other pages. So I'll put that one up there. Now I used the bigger one, so in this one I'll take out the bigger one, this one, and keep the smaller one, so there's variety. Now I could decide to start with this, which I quite like, in which case I'm going to need that. Because if I want, you'll see, I'll show you. So I'm going to go this, like so, and then oh no, I need to put my digitals. Where are my digitals? Excuse me. I'm probably going to attach something there. Yeah, that's it. How beautiful. It's a feast for my eyes, that beautiful page. I want this one. So this signature may have an extra page. Oh no, I haven't worked that out very well. How has that happened? Finishing with my digital. Oh, so I do need a digital at the front. Okay, well then I'm not going to have that one. I'm going to have that one. At the, oh, is it? Yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. So I did need another one. So how many pages have I got? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this one's got extra. That's my second signature. I've got them upside down, so that's the first signature, second signature, and then let's see what we want next here. Not that one. That one, or I think this one. Maybe I missed putting a digital in somewhere. Blue. Okay. And there we go. So that is how I have divided my signatures. A signature, for anyone who's new, because there was a question on that a while ago, is a group of pages folded, slotted into each other that are going to be stitched into the journal. Okay, so there's my three. I've got 3 signatures, 3 groupings of pages. And now we need to measure. I can put the lid back on my glue. And I might use this snazzy ruler. That does do my head in a little bit, but I have to, it's got the 0, so I put the 0, and then I look on either side. I need from the, which I can hardly see, I can't, yes, there we go. That's where the edges of my, where the book starts. So that's the center between the 2 book covers, and then I need to do center, top and bottom. But I'm also going to mark while I'm here where the other, because you've got 3 signatures, so you need 3 markings where you're going to punch holes for each signature. So, and then I need to find the center, top and bottom. So I like to find, because I've got fabric overhanging, it's probably better I do it here. So there's, that's got 4.5, so it's going to be 4 like that. I'm just looking at my 5s. Yes, that's about right. So then I need to move here. I'm just going to stand up for a second. Zero is there. And 0. Okay, good. And then, I still stand up, I'm going to do 2.5 inches. So 1, 2.5. Okay, so that's where we're punching the holes, and we'll do that now. I like to get that done. I use my Japanese screw punch. You can use a book awl as well, whatever you like. And I'm going to, I don't know what color thread I'm going to use. We'll decide that afterwards. I'm going to need my big paper clips, my needle, while I can see it. Okay, I keep everything for the binding of the books in a, just an old vintage tin in my drawer, so that it's always there when I need it. I don't know if I did enough there. Oh, I nearly thought for a second I'd done it on the wrong one. Okay. That one, yes, I can see through them all, so I've punched it, yes. Okay, next, so top signature, push everything down flush into the crease as best you can. I don't always get it perfect, but you don't actually notice it once you stitch them all in. Put your paper clips on to hold your I like these paper clips because it allows the papers to maneuver. So That's 4 3/4. So about that, that's about the center, more or less. You probably shouldn't be doing it more or less, because otherwise your signatures will be all different heights when you stitch them in. That has happened to me. I just trim it a little bit if it's wrong. And when you don't have too many pages, the screw punch is not so bad to use. If you've got a lot of pages, you won't be probably able to go through them all. So that's my first signature. So I put it down like that. I've got my middle signature now. When I stitch it all in, I'm going to stitch from the bottom, the last signature, to the front. Oops, now this is wiggled. I'm very excited about these journals. Very excited. Love flowers. They're my favorite thing. So we get to play with flowers. Play with the flowers. That's 4 3/4, but that is not quite. So I just need to maneuver it a little bit. I'm triple checking because I tend to make boo-boos. So you've got to do your distance from the center, the same as what you did in your book. In my case, I did 2.5 inches. Okay, that's middle signature, last signature. So really, I mean, it doesn't take too long to put them together. And you can, like, if you want to slot in a fabric page, you can do that. You just slot it in. You fold it over just like you'd fold over a piece of paper and stick it in there and stitch it all in together. No, we need to go. There's 4.5. So this one's slightly shorter. Doesn't matter. My signatures are never all the same. It wouldn't be me if they were all the same. Someone else made it. Now, if I were to make a boo-boo here in my measurements, like accidentally do 2 inches and then I have punched my hole, what you do to fix that is you just put another piece of paper in there and then redo your holes. And then you've covered up the other hole. So I'll put that, I just keep that on my bookshelf right near me, so it's very convenient. And I need to look at this one. So this one is this color. So I just buy a kit, a waxed thread kit on Amazon. I might like I think I like the grey with that one. And they just come with a variety of colors of wax threads. And the wax threads are the best because when you're tying, they don't sort of loosen. They can loosen a little bit, but they generally stay tight, and they're very strong. Blunt needle, because you don't want to sort of go, like when you're coming through, you don't want to go into your thread and compromise its strength, but also you won't be able to tighten it because you're in the thread and you can't pull it. So I go down the middle. Just check this. I have been known to go down in that one and come back in that one, so I just got to check, because then you just have to undo it all because it's all crooked. Then you jump across to the middle, down to the bottom, sorry, or the top. You can start at the bottom. You can come in here, go down that way and come back up that way, or you can do what I did. I go from the middle to the top to the bottom, and then you come back into the middle again. That's the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. There. Oops. It is a little bit fiddly at first. You get the knack of it. So I have this string here. I want my tails on either side of it. But this one is a bit long, so I'm going to pull this so I don't waste. Because I don't cut mine. You don't need to cut it. I don't cut it because then I don't waste so much. I waste a little bit, but not as much as I would if I were to try and guesstimate how much I need. Now I'm pulling tight, and then pull this super tight. Oh, I didn't do anything there. Pull it tight and then tight again. And I'll leave the tails. If it sort of loosens a bit, because it's nice and tight now, see it's not moving, but if it loosens a bit, you can actually manage to pull that out and tie it again, even when you've got the other signatures in there. Okay. Here's the next one. So down the center, up to the top. Now, if you're not sure, double check that your pages are all facing up the right way. Mine should be. Pull it nice and tight. Oh, I'm not going to trim those, I'm going to leave them. Sometimes I trim them, but this time I'm going to leave them. If I find that it's too bulky, I can, before I stick anything on the page, if I do stick something on the page, is take out the page. If I think it's too bulky. It shouldn't be, but it will bulk up with pockets and things like that. Also, the crumply papers bulk it up a little bit. I do get sore fingers from pulling this thread when I make mini. Okay. That one's a bit long. I'll trim that one off. Okay. Now where's my little container for this? Okay. Right. So I'm not going to put it away because I'll do the other one afterwards. I quite like that colour there. Now you could slide your sari silk through there to close it as well. That's how it is. It will bulk out. So let's just go and then I like to go through and just, isn't that wonderful? Go through and just see and run my hand over the pages that we've put in. Check everything's okay. That's going to have stuff glued on it, so it will iron out. So my next job will be to do things like that. And then decide what's going to be a side tack, glue down my built-in pockets. Attach anything if I feel like I want to attach something. I might want to attach something there. May or may not keep that. Same with that. Oh, it's going to be lovely. So here I'll maybe put 2 pockets there. We're just going to start, after this I'll glue down the pockets. Here I'll do all this gluing and glue something on there to iron that out a bit. And then we'll start making things, deciding on making things for the journals. Now, because Jarf's kits are so abundant, the add-ons, I'm happy to have the journals already made, so that way I can sort of make educated decisions, shall we say, on what pockets do I want. So there'll be 2 pockets there for sure, because that's just plain. So I just printed my background kits. Might fold that one on the outside, on the reverse side. And there we go. We'll get transparent pockets there, and this book belongs to. So there is the first journal put together for Medieval Mirage Monday. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's always fun to choose your papers, even though it's a similar sort of process and formula. I still always love doing this part of it. I don't enjoy stitching in the signatures and doing the measuring, I'm anti-measuring, but this is the one thing you do need to measure for. But I do love seeing it, had the satisfaction that the book is together. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and next week we start the fun. Bye.